Hello everyone, it's Chris at Garage Times. Thanks for tuning back into the channel. Today I'm going to talk about how important it is to do some preventative maintenance, some preventative inspection before taking on like a motor swap. The most important preventative maintenance tool that you can do, like when you're gonna get ready to do a motor swap, is obviously knowing, is the motor a good motor or is it a bad motor? Uh, you know, if you buy one on Facebook and they say, hey, it's good to go, it's got this many miles, it's already pulled out of a vehicle where you can't do a compression test on it, a reliable compression test, then what you need to do, and I'm speaking from experience, is you need to do a cylinder leak down test on that. And I ended up getting burned so many years ago, and I took it for granted. I took a motor, I pulled a 3.6 liter GM high feature motor out of a 2007 Equinox, and these were known for bad. The timing chain's going, and it has hydraulic tensioners, and it has variable valve timing, and those components, due to lack of oil maintenance, oil changes contributed to their failures. That was one of the big things. But anyways, I took that motor out. I pulled that motor, and to pull that motor, you have to pull it out from the bottom, which means, you know, you're pulling the motor, the transmission, the K-frame, your suspension components, you're disconnecting your steering components basically, and I had left, you leave your exhaust all connected on that. So all that is gutted and on the floor, right? So you pull that motor, and you know what? There's a lot of other motors out there that are a pain to pull. But in this case, I pull this motor and I take it to a builder, and I trusted this builder, and he did the timing on it. The build was okay, but the timing was wrong when I got it back, and I took it for granted, and this is my fault. And I put that motor back in that vehicle without doing a cylinder leak down test. And that's some honesty there for everybody. I'm not perfect, and I took it for granted and ended up getting burned. Two things happened. Thank God I didn't bend the valves when I cranked her over, because there's some debate on whether or not those are interference or non-interference engines. All the stuff I look at, it looks like they're interference. So the timing on them, I ended up pulling it back out because one head did not have any compression. So I pull it back out and I do a cylinder leak down test, and to confirm, you know, it definitely does not have compression on one cylinder head. One of the cylinder heads was 90 degrees off for the timing. I take it apart, I retime it myself and put it back together. And then before I put it back in, you do a cylinder leak down test to confirm, and it was good to go. So I know this is probably a little bit longer than people were expecting about that story, but you know, hey, I did get burned, I made a mistake, and hopefully you guys never do it. And get a cylinder leak down tester like this. And what you do is you find top dead center on your cylinders, and you find your firing order, you know, and you just go through top dead center, apply your air to it, and make sure of all the directions. You know, that'd probably be the easiest thing for these. But here, this one is made by ATD, and it works very well. We can get a picture of that. ATD, two-cylinder, and I'm not sponsored by anybody, but you know, you could look around and typically find the best rated cylinder leak down tester that you can get. And this is essentially what's in there. So you get your two cylinder gauges, you get some fittings that go along with it, and depending on what maker model you have, you might have to get some different fittings for whatever engine that you have. But I mean, as you can see right there, like high, moderate, low, I mean, like the gauges are very nice and robust. But I don't know like how anybody could ever pull one and not do that, you know what I mean? Like, so this is back quite a while ago when I was pretty young. So yeah, hopefully you don't make that mistake. You got an engine that you're getting off Facebook, and you're gonna go like, hey, this guy said it's a good motor, it's got this many miles. Pull those spark plugs, get a cylinder leak down tester, and make sure you have you're gonna have good viability when it comes to, hey, this is gonna have compression when I go to fire it up, and I just didn't spend, you know, 8 hours pulling this motor, you know what I mean? So hopefully this helps. Cylinder leak down test, do it first, make sure it's good. So you guys have a good one. Hope you guys are having an awesome weekend, and you know, thanks for Thanks for watching the videos, man. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.